Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Politic Hub 101. Today's topic has recently attracted a lot of media interest as well as buzz in social networks. In this episode, we're digging a little deeper into the question, does Fulton County, Georgia prosecutor Fanni Willis have an impact on the 2024 presidential election? We'll be analyzing the information, contrasting multiple points of view, and allowing you to come up with your own judgments. But before that, a quick review of the Copyright Act of 1976's Section 107, which authorizes fair use for goals including criticism, commentary, news reporting, education, scholarship, and research, was followed in the production of this film. Fair use is permitted by the copyright regulations that might be broken. Nonprofit, educational, or cultural institutions tip the balances in favor of fair usage. Let's look at the background first so we can comprehend the problem. Due to the prosecutor's activities and forthcoming rulings, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office in Georgia has drawn attention. The renowned Fulton County prosecutor Fanni Willis has earned the utmost love and appreciation from the community, despite her several convictions for her outstanding efforts in rejuvenating and purifying the city of Atlanta. The neighborhood has warmly embraced Fanni Willis's commitment to transparency, accountability, and justice. Her proactive approach to pursuing cases, particularly those involving violent crime and corruption, has resulted in positive outcomes for the city of Atlanta. She's increased the efficiency and responsiveness of the justice system, ensuring that offenders are prosecuted while upholding the law. While some Trump loyalists and backers think that some of these decisions might affect the next 2024 presidential election, but is this genuinely the case? Before we get to the heart of the problem, let's set the stage by understanding the history of these allegations. Fulton County in central Georgia has received attention as a result of the contentious acts and decisions of its prosecutor. Speculations and even bizarre speculative hypotheses have been formed in response to these selections regarding the potential consequences these decisions may have on a far larger scale, the 2024 presidential election. Many Trump supporters and admirers are perplexed as to why Fanni Willis waited 2 years to indict Donald Trump in the midst of the election. Trump supporters also assert that her Georgia district is the most criminalized area in the country, surpassing Chi-Town's notorious Chicago.
I think she did the right thing indicting Trump.
There's a good chance that this Georgia case won't go to trial before the election. In that case, it's really the court of public opinion that matters.
Now let's take a look at some of the prosecutor's most important judgments and how they might have affected the presidential election.
This case will take a long time to prepare. There will be motions for severance, motions to dismiss. And if it takes her 2 years, I mean, heaven forbid that Trump wins the presidency, then there will be a fight to the Supreme Court over whether she can proceed against the sitting president during his term. That's an issue that's never been resolved. The federal prosecutors are not allowed to indict or prosecute a president during his term. But as to state court prosecutors, that issue has never been resolved and could delay things quite some time.
This is a complex problem, and there are many sides to every story. Let's take a look at a few of the arguments that are being made.
So it doesn't have to all occur in Fulton County. It doesn't have to all occur in Georgia. The whole point of RICO is to get at concerted action by individuals, no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing, if they are breaking the law in the process, to in furtherance of an enterprise, to reach a certain common goal. So because of that, these cases can be pled so broadly.
Everyone remembers that phone call that the president made to the Secretary of State, especially the line about finding 12,000 votes. But perhaps equally importantly is the false statements that he made to a government official that, according to the indictment, he knew to be false. That qualifies. The statements that were made in testimony to the Georgia House Subcommittee and the Georgia Senate Subcommittee, those false statements, they all qualify under RICO.
Let's now examine any possible motivations for the prosecutor's behavior. Are they really motivated by legal grounds, or may political influences also be at work?
What I do find extremely concerning is the attempt to paint DA Willis's actions as politically motivated when she's doing the job she swore an oath to do. We aren't talking about one jurisdiction or one or two charges. He has been charged with 91 criminal counts. So Of course, it would be improper for DA Willis to charge simply for politically motivated reasons, but that's not her. It would be equally as wrong for us not to hold Donald Trump and his associates accountable, because it would violate her sworn duty not to prosecute if there's probable cause.
I took an oath, and that the oath requires that I follow the law, and that if someone broke the law in Fulton County, Georgia, that I have a duty to prosecute, and that's exactly what I plan to do.
How the general public responds to these charges is important. It's crucial to determine how voters and residents feel about these choices.
You don't think the former president did anything wrong?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't done anything that other people haven't done, other former presidents haven't done.
He's done everything to save our country.
A lot of those are trumped up.
I do think a lot of that is for effect.
I don't find the charges against him being trumped up at all.
Now that we've covered a variety of angles on this subject, it's up to you to make a decision. Do you believe the prosecutor for Fulton County, Georgia, Fanni Willis, is having an impact on the 2024 presidential election? Vote in the poll, and don't forget to share your opinions, comments in the section below the poll. We want to hear what you think. Thank you for participating in our in-depth investigation of a contentious issue. Keep in mind that our goal is to promote dialogue and share knowledge. If you like this video, please click the like button. You should also subscribe to our channel, Politic Hub 101, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our next thought-provoking stuff. Until next time, remain informed and keep the conversation going.